As you begin to listen to these words, you may notice some subtle shifts inside you, as if you're already starting to allow something deeper to emerge. And as you take a moment, just a brief moment, to pause and allow yourself to breathe, you might realize, with each breath, you're already stepping into a space where everything flows more effortlessly, more naturally. Because in this moment, something powerful is beginning to shift. And as you open yourself to this change, you can feel the resistance it's starting to melt away. You may even begin to notice how your body relaxes, your mind softens, as if the weight of needing to control or fighting, it's simply begun to dissolve. And just like that, in the very next breath, you realize the surrender, it doesn't mean giving up. Not at all. Instead, surrender is the very moment where you connect with your truest self, where you allow your soul to guide you, to move you in ways that the mind alone can't comprehend. It's almost as if you've been waiting for this moment to arrive. And now that it's here, you know every part of you is coming into alignment. Because as you surrender, it's not about weakness, no. It's about strength. A strength that flows through you effortlessly, without the need to force, without the need to push. It's the strength that comes from knowing, deeply knowing, that your soul knows the way. And as you begin to let go, just let go of any thoughts or doubts, any resistance that once held you back. You realize there's an incredible power in just being present, in just being still, in just allowing the flow of life to guide you, like a river carving its way through the landscape. Every thought, every belief you hold, begins to reorganize itself in a way that supports this flow. Because when you resist, you're resisting yourself, your very essence. And when you let go of that resistance, you open up to a world where everything begins to move with ease. Can you feel that now? As you let go of what no longer serves you, you open up space. Space for your soul to guide you. Space for your heart to show you the way. And with each breath, it becomes clearer. The belief that surrender is not a weakness, but a deep, empowering choice to step into the flow of life, to trust, to move with the current of the universe. Your soul already knows, and has always been leading you towards this moment of clarity, towards this moment of freedom. And every thought you have about surrendering, it becomes even more natural, even more effortless. Now imagine for a moment you're walking down a beautiful path, the kind of path you've always wanted to walk. Every step you take, the ground beneath you feels solid and supportive, guiding you gently. And as you move forward, you realize each step is perfectly timed. There's no rush, no urgency. You simply allow your soul to lead you. And with each passing moment, you feel more and more aligned to your higher truth. It's as if your soul is already carrying you, as if the universe itself is aligning in your favor, bringing everything together, so you don't have to struggle, you don't have to fight. Can you feel that deep sense of alignment, that sense of calm power within you, your intuition, your inner knowing? It's now a compass, guiding you through this journey with grace, with ease. And the more you allow yourself to trust this inner compass, the more you realize everything is coming into place without effort. You can feel that, can't you? The subtle shift in your body, in your thoughts, as you allow yourself to be guided. You begin to realize the more you trust this flow, the more natural it becomes. In fact, as you continue on this path, you may notice how you're able to respond with such clarity, such certainty, because you're not fighting against anything anymore. You're in flow. Your beliefs are aligned with your highest truth, your highest purpose. Now what if every time you surrender, you experience an even deeper connection to your soul? What if every time you let go, you open up even more to the abundance of the universe, to the guidance that's always available to you. You can begin to feel it now, can't you? That each time you surrender, you access a deeper sense of power. A power that comes from within. A power that never fades. A power that only grows stronger the more you allow yourself to trust. And with each breath, you know, you're becoming more and more aligned, more and more connected to your soul's purpose. The resistance is gone, and in its place is an effortless flow. Your mind, your heart, your body, your soul, everything working in perfect harmony, like a beautiful symphony. And as you continue to surrender, as you continue to let go, you begin to notice something incredible happening. Each day, each moment becomes more filled with possibilities. You're no longer bound by the limitations of the ego, the fear of control. You're free, you're empowered, you're living in alignment with your higher truth. And in this space, in this moment, there's nothing to fear. There's only the certainty that you are exactly where you need to be. Trusting, flowing, allowing your soul to carry you. Knowing, in surrender, you find the deepest form of power. You're free, you're empowered, you're aligned. Every part of you is now moving towards this truth. And with each step, you feel yourself expanding, growing, becoming more of who you truly are. The path is clear, and you're ready to walk it, guided by the wisdom of your soul, the power of surrender, and the infinite possibilities that await you. And the more you allow this process to unfold, the more you realize it was never about resistance, but about trusting, about surrendering to the greatest power within you. So as you continue to listen to these words, you might notice a deepening sense of relaxation, a gentle shift in your awareness, as though everything that's been said already begins to settle within you in ways you can't even fully explain yet. And that's perfectly fine, because sometimes the most powerful changes, they're the ones that occur beneath the surface, when the unconscious mind can effortlessly absorb and integrate them. It's like the quiet ebb and flow of the tide, shifting the sands, reshaping the beach. And as you allow yourself to relax, you can almost feel the foundations of your beliefs shifting in the most natural, effortless way. Can you feel how with each breath you take, you're sinking deeper into a space where everything flows with ease? It's as if every word spoken is another thread of energy that ties you closer to the truth of who you are. And the deeper you go, the more natural it becomes to embrace the idea of surrender, of allowing your soul to lead. And the moment you allow yourself to let go of all resistance, something incredible happens. You begin to recognize the very act of surrender is in fact one of the most powerful decisions you can make. In fact, the more you think about it, the more you realize when you surrender, it's not about weakness or giving up. Instead, it's a beautiful moment of clarity, of connection. You begin to see surrender is power, it's strength, not in fighting, but in allowing. And with each breath, that strength grows in ways you can feel in the body, in your thoughts, in the way you move through life. Now, as you think about surrender, you might notice that the old belief that surrender means giving up, seems so distant, so irrelevant now. It's almost as if it never truly made sense to you in the first place. You start to realize that every moment you resisted something in your life, it was simply a moment when you were resisting your own flow. You were resisting your own power, your own truth. But now you're beginning to understand, deeply and powerfully, that when you let go, you align with something much greater, something far more powerful than the ego or the mind could ever fully comprehend. And you can feel this at a deep level, can't you? How easy it is to let go, how effortless it becomes to surrender. It's as if with each breath, your soul is whispering, it's time, you're ready. And each time you allow yourself to relax into the flow, you find yourself more at peace, more connected to the deeper part of you, the part that knows exactly what you need, when you need it, and how to step forward with certainty and grace. You may even start to notice the subtle changes occurring now, changes that are occurring on such a deep level that they can't help but become a part of you. Every time you think of surrender, you feel an instant connection to your soul. Every time you let go of the old ways of thinking, you open up new doors to possibility. Can you feel that now? That deep sense of knowing that the more you surrender, the more your life falls into place effortlessly. And as you continue to breathe, you may find that each breath seems to anchor you deeper into this truth, this understanding that surrender is not about releasing resistance. It's about trusting, about letting your intuition guide you, about aligning with your highest truth. And what's amazing is, every time you surrender, you feel more confident, more empowered. Because the more you trust the flow, the more the universe begins to show you that you are supported, that you're safe, that you're exactly where you need to be. Every belief you've ever held about resistance begins to fade, replaced by the comforting, knowing belief that surrender is the true path to your power. And with each moment of surrender, you create more space for growth, more space for expansion, more space for the flow of life to move through you in new and exciting ways. And as you let go, you realize this flow doesn't just serve you, it serves everyone around you too. You may begin to notice, almost without thinking, how the more you surrender, the more clarity you have, the more trust you place in your soul's guidance, the more confident and certain you feel, as if every step you take is supported by an invisible hand guiding you along. And it's almost as if with every word, every belief, every idea you let go of, you open up to something new, something far more expansive than you ever thought was possible. Can you feel the surrender now? Can you feel the calm and peaceful power that emerges the moment that you stop trying to control every outcome? It's as if your soul is already leading you to exactly where you need to go. And each time you surrender, you allow that power to take you further along your path. You trust the wisdom of your soul, and you allow it to carry you through life, knowing that every challenge, every moment of change, only serves to guide you to greater levels of understanding, of empowerment, of peace. And now, each time you let go, whether it's a thought, a belief, or an emotion, you find it becomes easier, more natural. You begin to trust the flow of life more deeply, knowing you no longer need to struggle. Your soul already knows the way, and the more you surrender, the more you step into alignment with that greater truth. Can you imagine how much more at ease you feel as this process continues? The ease, the calm, the certainty that comes with knowing your soul is guiding you with love, with wisdom, with profound power. And as you begin to recognize just how simple this all is, you start to notice every belief you have now supports this truth, supports your surrender, supports your trust, supports your alignment. Every part of you begins to move in harmony with the flow of life. And you realize you're not just allowing your soul to carry you forward. You're embracing this journey with open arms, knowing you're always exactly where you need to be. So, in this moment, with each breath, feel the deep empowerment that comes from surrender. Feel the wisdom of your soul, and know you are aligned with your higher truth. Your path is clear, and as you continue to surrender, you'll notice it becoming even clearer, even more effortless. Trust, surrender, flow. You're supported, you're guided, you're empowered. So as you continue to hear these words, notice how your mind begins to relax, as if each sentence gently nudges you into a deeper sense of comfort, a deeper sense of knowing. With every word, it's as though you're opening a door into a more profound understanding of your true nature. And as this door opens, you begin to step more easily into the flow of life, where there's no need to control, no need to force. You begin to realize everything you need is already within you, just waiting for the moment when you allow yourself to surrender to it. You might notice, almost without thinking, how easy it becomes to breathe deeply, to feel lighter, freer with each exhale. As if the very act of letting go is becoming more natural with each passing moment. And in this gentle, effortless surrender, there's an undeniable sense of power. You begin to understand at a deep level that surrender is not weakness, no. Surrender is strength. A strength that flows from within. A strength that comes from allowing your soul to take the lead. And as you begin to embrace this new belief, you may notice every moment of surrender feels more empowering, more liberating. As if each time you let go, you become even more aligned with your true purpose. You feel the weight of old patterns, old beliefs simply slipping away, like the gentle flow of water washing over smooth stones, leaving behind only clarity, only peace. Can you feel that now? That sense of lightness, of openness, as if the more you let go, the more you open yourself to the endless possibilities that await you. And the more you align with your soul, the more everything in your life begins to shift. Can you notice how everything seems to be working in harmony with you, not against you? You realize the more you trust, the more you surrender, the more the world around you begins to shift and align perfectly with your deepest desires. What if, with each moment of surrender, you feel yourself becoming more powerful, more intuitive, more aligned with your highest truth? What if each time you let go, you discover new ways of trusting your soul's wisdom? Can you feel the power of that trust as it courses through you with every breath that you take? And as you begin to trust your soul more fully, you might start to notice how your unconscious mind begins to gently release any old beliefs that no longer serve you. Those beliefs that once held you back, those old patterns of resistance, seem to disappear without effort, without struggle, leaving only clarity in their place. You realize every moment of surrender, it's a moment when you reconnect with your deeper self, the part of you that always knows the way. And now, notice how each moment of surrender feels easier, more natural, more effortless. It's almost as if your mind, your body, and your spirit, they're all working in perfect harmony, guiding you towards your greatest potential. The more you surrender, the more you're able to let go of the need to control. The more you step into the flow of life that's already supporting you, it's already guiding you. You can feel it now, can't you? How effortless it is to let go of control. How liberating it feels to trust in the flow of life. You may even start to notice how you move through each day with more confidence, more ease, knowing that every moment of surrender brings you closer to yourself. Your soul is already guiding you, and with each moment of surrender, you open yourself to the endless possibilities that await you. And with every breath, every thought, you begin to align even more deeply with this truth. Surrender is not about giving up, it's about trusting that your soul knows the way, trusting that the universe is working in your favour, trusting that in every moment you're supported, you're loved, you're empowered. Now, imagine with each step you take, each time you surrender, your life becomes more in tune with the natural flow of the universe. It's as if every belief you ever held about control and resistance begins to fade, replaced by a deep, unwavering trust in the flow of life, in the wisdom of your soul. And with this trust, with this surrender, you feel yourself becoming more aligned with everything you desire, more aligned with the energy that flows effortlessly through your life. And as you deepen into this state of surrender, you may notice your actions, your choices. They begin to come more naturally. There's no struggle, no effort. You're simply being. You're allowing. You're trusting. The more you surrender, the more you align with your soul, and the more everything falls into place. Can you imagine how easy it becomes to let go of the old, limiting beliefs and embrace the truth of who you are? With every breath, you find your beliefs, the more aligned with your soul's wisdom, With every choice, you begin to step into more of your power, more of your truth. You realize the more you let go, the more everything around you falls into place. Without effort, without resistance, just in perfect flow. And as you continue to allow this process to unfold, you notice you're becoming more and more confident in the power of surrender. You trust yourself more fully. You trust the flow of life more completely. And with each moment of surrender, your confidence grows. You become more aligned with the universe, more aligned with your highest potential. The more you surrender, the more you feel the powerful energy of your soul. The more you feel the deep peace that comes from trusting in this flow. And now, as you continue to allow this process to unfold, notice how the very act of surrender feels like freedom. Freedom from the struggle. Freedom from the need to control. Freedom to simply be. You can feel it, can't you? That deep sense of empowerment. That deep sense of trust. That deep sense of alignment with your highest truth. Every belief, every thought, every emotion that you have is now supporting this deep surrender. And as you continue to embrace it, your life becomes more effortless, more aligned with who you truly are, more aligned with your soul's highest purpose. And now, in this very moment, you can let go. Let go of the need to force. Let go of the need to control. Just allow. Allow yourself to be guided, to be supported, to be empowered. Trust that everything you need is already within you. And with each breath, with each moment, you open yourself more fully to the incredible flow of life that's unfolding perfectly around you. Surrender is power. Surrender is freedom. Surrender is the key to everything you ever wanted. And as you embrace this truth, you realize the more you surrender, the more everything becomes possible.